There's a section called Big Crush, there's a section called Big Date, and there's a section called Big Night. So, there's that. We've got, oh, the shades don't have names, they just have like a purpose. So like each section has a highlight shade, a base shade, a next go-to palette. And when I say go-to, these are like the palettes that I have out of the drawer so that I can use it as needed. This is the 39L Hit the Lights palette by Morphe. So cool. this is the one that I bought for one shade. This one I obviously bought because it has bees. This is the palette that I didn't really want, but then I saw this one shade in store, and it ended up being kind of disappointing actually. Is it this one? This is, okay. This is like a matte shade. This is like a shimmery shade. I think I got it for this unicorn shade right here, which is like a pretty pearlescent shimmery shade. But I swear in store it looked like super glittery. I don't know. I just remember seeing it in stores and then later purchasing it because I remembered that I wanted a shade out of it. But yeah, I'm just kind of disappointed. But I mean, it's a good palette. It's got like some browns, like a brown and orange, and then these are nice colors, like shimmery, deep colors, I guess. This one's actually purple, I don't know if you can tell. And then like a base shade, a shimmer, and then like that pearly one. And it's a nice palette, but yeah, I didn't really use it much. So, I think I'm just gonna show you like one or two more palettes. Let me go ahead and show you my last Too Faced palettes that I own. Okay, so I'm a sucker for scented stuff. I just am. So of course I got the like full chocolate bar palette. I don't know if you remember when everyone was obsessed with this palette. It was like everybody on YouTube at least had either this palette or the white chocolate one, or they had one of those Anastasia ones. No, the Urban Decay. Okay, so it was like either the chocolate bar palette or it was those Urban Decay ones. I like the velvet ones, yeah. I remember I really wanted one of those Urban Decay ones, but like most of the naked palettes, that's what they were called. But I didn't really use most of those shades, so I never got it. So this one and the Sweet Peach palette. Because I also really love like peach themed stuff. So I'll show you the chocolate bar palette, although you've probably seen it. This is the old version, or maybe the new version. I don't know which version had the paper, but at some point they started putting the names here instead, which I think is so much smarter. Because like, I hate these papers. I like want to throw them away, but I want to know the shade names. It's annoying. But yeah, if you've never seen the chocolate bar palette, here's what it looks like. Plenty of neutrals in there and some shimmery ones. Pretty standard Too Faced palette. With a little mirror. I don't wanna. It's really cute. I do like the way these were designed. I thought this was back when I was like first getting into makeup, kind of, so I thought these were just so cool. To be fair, they were really cool for their one